Okay, this is Andy Graham with the Ask Andy Show. I'm in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, and a Lawrence C. asked, see where he's from. Okay, I don't know. Okay, hi Andy, I have two questions, so pick one or both or not. Okay, a little background. My name is Lawrence Hamilton, and I've written a few things for Vagabond Journey. That's my friend Wade Shepard. I think he's in China right now. I have traveled to 39 countries. Hey, that's pretty good. 40 on Sunday as I leave for Sri Lanka. I left America in 2003 and I am still living abroad for 11 years. Hey, it's good. Have you ever considered trying to arrange a more permanent visa in another country to avoid the U.S. for some reasons? Taxes, healthcare, possible problems with future government. I have recently applied for a Australian citizenship, and I like the security of having a second passport. Okay, what about books? Do you carry a big bag of books, or are you into e-readers, and if so, which one, Kindle or iPad? Okay, I'll answer the real quick. I'm into books, and I like to read books, so I might pick up a book in the place I'm at, but I actually got a Kindle, and I've been able to have quite a few books. Really, it's really easy to have books for the Kindle, and I upload them through my computer onto the Kindle, but usually, you know, I like the Kindle because I can see it in direct sunlight. So it was $69. I never turn on the Wi-Fi aspect of it. Second question: have I ever thought about getting a more permanent visa? When I first started traveling, and I really do think that if I went to Anguilla, I went to Liechtenstein, and I went to Panama, and I went to a few of these places where they have these offshore type things, and I realized that you could even get a passport in Costa Rica. You know, you invest so much money, you buy a house for $40,000 or something, and they'll give you a passport. I originally thought about that because I thought I could go offshore with my websites and everything, put them all in Panama or Anguilla or someplace like this. Anguilla, most of these places, it doesn't work because by the time you pay all these processing fees and all these little things, you have to really be a multimillionaire to go offshore for some of these things. But at the end, it was Google that stopped me, because Google basically would declare me an Anguilla or a India or a Panama website or wherever I went, and see, if you earned money outside the United States and you had a different identity, you would never have to pay United States taxes. But most importantly, I wouldn't have to do the paperwork. But you know, the thing is that because Google's one of my advertisers, the minute I go offshore, they're going to turn around and declare me like kind of a spoofer that's going into America trying to do business. So I kept it in America just because Google required it. But I have thought often about getting a passport to a different country. I'm actually even considering right now, I keep thinking it would be nice to get a Canadian residency or passport or whatever, if it's any way, shape, or possible to get the insurance of Canada. I would like to do that because I don't see that Obamacare is really the thing, and I would even immigrate to Canada if I thought they would just give me the insurance and still let me travel. Now the problem is a lot of these places want you to do it, but just to have an extra passport, because I'm afraid, I mean, I can live in 200 countries illegally. Contrary to what you think, you can just go into any country and just never, once you're in there, you know, there's almost no way to force you to go back to the United States, and they almost never come after you. I know people that have lived without renewing their visa for 12, 15 years, some 20 years. Many people just don't skip the whole process and just live there. I was talking to my friend Bob, and we're going to answer about how to get a more permanent visa for Ecuador soon, but he said that what's funny is that if you overstay in Ecuador, they just sort of spank you, then tell you you're a bad boy, and then they let you go. They don't even charge you. But other countries, you know, there's some overstay rules that do it. But generally, I don't see the security unless I was breaking the law. But Tim K asked about going off the grid, and I know how to do it. I mean, I know how to get these passports, and I know how you can buy them. But on the other side, I'm not that paranoid, guys. It's sort of a paranoia that makes people get, you know, it's like the United States is going to come after me. And trust me, I was on house arrest and had lost my driver's license for 10 years. And, you know, it was a C felony, I think. And this is 27 years ago. I haven't drank for 27 years ago. And the IRS brought me in the office and forced me to pump up $10,000 that I never could figure out where it went to, because I was making, you know, $150,000 in America or $200,000 as a real estate broker. There's nobody that has been castrated more than me by the IRS. But on the other side is, who wants more paperwork? I just don't want any more paperwork. I would do anything to get out of the whole paperwork thing if they let me. Maybe I can be what they call, there's perpetual travelers that call it like 5 flag things, that they really don't have a country anywhere. Now, trust me, when I get up, if and ever I actually have $1 million, I probably will get more serious about this question. But generally, the only reason for me to do it is to get out of the paperwork. Nothing to do with, I don't like filing taxes. If they told me I just had to pay 1% of my money for taxes, I'd be a happy lark. But I actually don't pay anything because I pay the accountant $350, right? But just not really high on my consideration. I think you have to sit back and question to yourself, what are you scared of? Do you really think that you're that important that the United States is coming after you? It's sort of a dysfunctional thing. The United States is not after me. But I understand your question, and Lawrence, you know, moved to Australia. But I'm into travel and I enjoy the thing, and I'm not going to sit anywhere long enough to do any of this paperwork, and I'm just not going to put myself on file in another country. I mean, like, it's like, I don't want to be in every database on the planet. Okay, Andy Graham.